This video is brought to you by Bitbox NES game cases. There is no better way to protect, store, and show off your NES game collection. Only available at stoneagegamer.com/bitbox. Skip it up and that up. You weren't ready for the sexiness tonight, were you? I'm doing this video live, and you know what? I brought my chest hair with me. Oh yeah, chest hair. Madam, I've had a long fucking day. I have been rearranging all of my equipment. I have I hooked up my Yamaha keyboard I have now. I'm getting the live set up and cleaning off all the shit on there because I do, even though I've been back and forth with doing the live thing, I do want to have it ready to go, and it's like 99% there again. I borrowed a piece of equipment from my buddy, and he took it back, so I got to set up my piece that I ordered from Amazon so one of the lights can hang over me so I don't look like a creepy fat guy in the darkness. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is a video response to Elpresador's, oh shit, I forgot the name of it, time for you YouTube nerds to get a job. And I know a lot of you are going to think I'm going to go completely against him, but I'm not. I'm actually only going to go against him on one thing, because the rest of it, I actually agree with him on. He says it in his own strange, colorful way. But he actually had some very good points. So what is the video about? Well, because I know a whole bunch of people are going to try to capitalize on fear-mongering, it's basically what we already knew. YouTube's bringing back the whole review process of, remember the whole thing that happened in November 2013, where people were getting a lot of claims on their videos, and people who were working with networks or were signed to networks who didn't usually have to deal with copyright claims got a shit ton of claims because they flipped the switch on for this new system they tried, and then they flipped the switch back off. And a lot of people freaked out. A lot of people got like strikes on their accounts. A bunch of videos came back with content ID matches, and it was a train wreck. Well, YouTube is now bringing that back, which we already knew. But they say it's actually more refined. I don't know what that means. They say they've improved it. So that's what's happening. And that's what Elpresador, in his Elpresador-ish way, was trying to convey. He was about to explain it, and then he said, I don't understand it, and then he called everyone nerds and told them to get jobs. So, what I don't agree with him on, we'll talk about that first, is YouTube's not dying. YouTube had its biggest year last year. It had a bunch of subscriber growth, a bunch of user growth, and it made them more money than it's ever made before. So YouTube in and of itself is not dying. People want to believe that, especially when their channels start going downhill. But I wish this camera would stop shaking, but whatever. YouTube is not dying. Here is what you have to realize, Elpresador, and just in general. When you start up a YouTube channel, and if your channel blows up, it's just like a TV show. Name one TV show that has lasted forever. I don't think there's ever been one. Name a TV show that's lasted forever. There hasn't been one. You get popular. People like your shit. They enjoy it for a while. It could be 2 years. It could be 4 years. It could be 6 years. It could be a year. Then they get bored of it. I'm going to stop moving my hand. They get bored of it, and they just stop watching. And like a TV show, it either you get canceled. Except on YouTube, you could just keep going. Just people will stop watching your shit, or they'll unsub or whatever. And that's what happened really with the COD community, man. And it's sad. I mean, there were guys, and I'm not going to name any names, but there were guys that were getting like 200,000 views of video, 100,000 views of video. And they would just, no matter what they put up, they could put up a video of them wiping their ass, which hopefully no one ever did, but they could, and it would get a shit ton of views. And I remember sitting there back in like I think it was either late 2010 or early 2011. There was a guy on YouTube who was a COD guy, and he just would put up random videos just talking about what he did during the day. Like, well, today I actually had a new Caesar salad, and I tried these delicious croutons, and it actually like improved the whole overall texture and taste of the salad, and I really enjoyed it. I strongly suggest you try these Parmesan croutons. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, What? And people in the comment section, because at the time, is when COD was still hot, were like, oh my god, so-and-so, you're a genius. No one could do what you do, and like just kissing his ass. And I'm thinking to myself, this can't last. He's literally just talking about his daily routine, and people are eating it up, and it didn't. Now that guy who used to get 100,000 views a video now can't muster up 10,000 views a day. And that's what's happening, Elpresador. I mean, you were part of the COD thing too. You still, even though you didn't start out with COD, you were brilliant, man, with the whole thing, with the Trey Brotherhood, okay, and you played the whole console war beautifully. Your videos were killing it too. But then you went into the COD thing, and the COD thing started going downhill, and you aren't getting the same views you're getting. It's going to happen to me too, okay? It's going to happen to me too. But you know, you can't say that YouTube is dying. It's not because YouTube's dying. It's because that genre of video that you put up is dying. Now, Elpresador is a funny dude. Okay, our differences aside, I had issues with him back in, well, not too long ago, but a while back. I'm sure he could find other shit to do. Like he just put up those nerder videos. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, that's why it's happening, Prez. There's still people killing it on YouTube. It just, the COD community isn't anymore because COD, on YouTube anyway, has become irrelevant. But after that, though, okay, he did make some really good points. All right, first off, no one on YouTube is going to last forever. There's people, if you get onto YouTube and you blow up, it's not going to last forever. Okay? There's people out there that think it does. There's people out there who are trying to hold on and they've become irrelevant. But when you go on YouTube, you cannot depend on this to last for even 5 years. Okay? If you get 5 years out of this, you got a hell of a run. You know, for you young guys out there, all right, for the guys who are like 18, 19, like say, you know, you just get out of high school and you step into shit and you get a YouTube channel that blows up. He was right about this part too. Go get a goddamn education, okay? Unless you get a channel that's like PewDiePie or Ray William Johnson that you become a millionaire, and if you invest your money right, you could live off the interest the rest of your life. That's a rarity. That's like a lottery ticket. You still need to go to school because this won't last forever. You know, and what are you going to put on your resume? You know, say you're 18, 19, you're getting out of high school, and it's 22, you're 22 and your channel's irrelevant. What are you going to do? That you talked about games on YouTube? It doesn't work like that. I'm using this as a launching pad. I know my time on YouTube isn't forever. I have other things I want to do. I want to do some stuff with film. I want to do stuff with music. That's why I've been setting up my studio the whole day. So no, you cannot rely on YouTube to last forever, and that part he is right about. So the main point of this video is two things. One, YouTube isn't dying. It's just a fact. Will it die one day? Yeah, sure. Something else will come along that will be superior to it. It's just like when Facebook took over MySpace. It's just what happens. Someone will come up with a better idea, handle things better when it comes to, you know, user-generated content, and will probably make YouTube irrelevant. Nothing ever lasts forever. And two, speaking of things not lasting forever, don't rely on YouTube to last forever, because it won't. Get an education, get a job, get a trade, or use it like I'm using it as a launch pad for other things. Obviously, I'm passionate about gaming, but I have bigger aspirations. Trust me, I don't see myself doing this when I'm like 37 years old. I love what I do, but, you know, things can get stale, can get stagnant, and you got to keep it moving. So I want to take this and grow it into something bigger, because it won't last forever. You could be relevant today, and you could be irrelevant tomorrow. And you got to keep that in mind when it comes to YouTube. And you got to keep it in mind when it comes to anything with entertainment, when it comes to TV, when it comes to music. If you're any field that you go in where it comes to entertainment or anything in general, you could become irrelevant very quickly. People's tastes change, people grow up, people move on. Someone may just do it better than you, and they may want to, and people be like, yeah, Rich does this, but, you know, there's this hot chick who has the same fucked up sense of humor as he does, and she has boobs, and I like looking at her boobs. Unsubbing to Rich, subbing to this woman instead, or this chick instead. That's how it is. All right, guys, just wanted to put my 2 cents in on that. I'll have a couple other videos up tonight, maybe, but I'll definitely have stuff up in the morning. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. And thank you, Facebook, for interrupting the end of my video. Have a good one.